Hello everyone, welcome to another learning session of Foundation of Programming at CodeMode, where you learn by practice. Currently you are learning about algorithm and flowchart, and in today's class we will learn about conditional flowchart. Now before I start, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, especially if you are watching on YouTube. For a complete course and practice, go to our platform my.codemode.us. Let's begin. In the previous class, we learned about sequential flowchart. Conditional flowchart is the second type of flowchart out of three flowcharts when it comes to processing statements. Now, just to help you remember the big picture, we have three blocks. We call it input, processing, and output. The input and output both are represented using a parallelogram. Now it comes to processing, there are three blocks within the processing. Let me put it like this. The first one we learned in the last class, and it was sequential. The second we are going to learn today, what we refer as conditional. And third one we'll learn in the next class called iteration. Conditional flowchart is the second type of flowchart or second type of control in the processing block. Now, why do we really need it? Let's first understand what we cannot achieve in sequential, which we learned in the last class. If you remember, sequential is all the steps in sequence. The problem with sequential is it does not cover all the real life scenarios. In many cases, you want to handle scenarios where you want to do X when something is true and you want to do Y when something is false. Let's understand this by the example here. Now, we are saying, are you hungry? And we are writing a basic flowchart in which we are saying, let's start. And then conditional flowchart is represented using a diamond. Now, if if answer is yes, then we want to eat some food. If the answer is false or answer is no, yes or true, then you want to eat food. If you are not hungry, then skip the lunch today. But in both the cases, after this, you go and end it. That there is no more, there is no further processing. This is for an example. But the key is, in situations, this statement or this instruction, eating the food, has to be done only when answer of this question is true or yes. And this statement will be ignored. Instead, the other statement, skip the lunch, this instruction will be executed if the condition is false. This is what we refer as conditional algorithm or conditional sequence of flow, conditional control in the flowchart. Again, this condition is represented using a diamond box. You always have two arrows. One is for true, one's for false. You cannot have three. The nature of condition is that it must have only two possible answers, yes or no. And in each case, you have a step to execute, maybe more steps. You can have another step here, which is perfectly fine, and then you exit. In fact, you can, this side also, you can have another statement, one more statement maybe, who knows, and then you exit. That's perfectly fine. But point is, it must have two branches, and either one, this side or this side will execute based on condition. That means these three instructions will be ignored if answer is false. Hope this is clear. That's all in this class. If you have any question, post it in the community on my.codemode.us. Also take time to solve the quiz associated with this concept. It will not only make you practice, but also test your knowledge and understanding. I'll see you all in the next class. Keep learning.